Ugh, I do not want to do this. If you can relate to this feeling and this sense of dread about getting started on a project or a goal, then this video is totally for you. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Dr. Allison, and today I'm outside at a really gorgeous forest preserve, though it's a little hot, and I am attempting to get my fitness on. Fitness and workout has always been a challenge for me, and it's a place I've really struggled to get started. And so I wanted to share, and I know I'm not the only one with that, who struggles to get started or get going on some sort of goal. And so recently I was reminded of a piece of advice that I got years ago, way before I was even a psychologist. And I had signed up for a gym membership, and you know how sometimes you sign up for a membership and you get like a little, 6 sessions with a trainer for free, whatever. So I was working out with this trainer, and I think this trainer noticed that I was a little inconsistent, is probably a nice word to say, with my workouts. And I told him, I was like, I just hate working out. It's so hard for me to get here, blah, blah, blah. And he said, Allison, look, I'll make you a deal. He said, I want you to put your tennis shoes on and get to the gym. Get on the treadmill for 10 minutes. And if when you see 10 minutes on that treadmill screen, you've done 10 minutes, if you want to leave, press stop and you can go home. And I was like, ha. He's like, no, I'm serious. I was like, well, okay, I can do that, right? Like when I'm at home dreading working out, if I say to myself, I only have to do 10 minutes on the treadmill and then I can go home, it was way easier to work out. So that stuck with me, right? And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that months ago I posted, maybe even a year at this point, I posted a video about the secret to motivation. And when I posted that video and I started learning about motivation, I thought back to my trainer's advice, because essentially he was tapping into that secret about motivation that we know and that I've talked about before, which is motivation doesn't just fall out of the sky and strike us in this awesome divine moment, right? If you want to get motivated, the way to do that is to take a small action step. That increases the motivation, which usually leads to more action. So I've shared before, the relationship looks like action, arrow, motivation, arrow, action, and that's the secret. So my trainer wasn't a psychologist, but he was totally onto something, right? He basically said, get your shoes on and do 10 minutes. Then, if you don't want to do it anymore, you're over it, blah, then you can leave and be done. But what I found was, y'all, that never happened. Like, I never took him up on that offer to hit stop after 10 minutes and bail. Because once I got going, I realized it wasn't as difficult or as stressful as I had anticipated. So if you are struggling to get started with your goals or to follow through, or you find yourself that weeks go by and you still just can't make yourself do that thing, whether it's cleaning, whether it's decluttering, whether it's this project at work, whether it's starting a mindfulness practice, if you're having trouble getting started, I want you to think back, and I'm going to let you borrow that trainer's advice from so many years ago. What would your get your shoes on and get on the treadmill for 10 minutes, what would that look like for whatever you're working on? If it's cleaning your house, right? Set a timer, legit, set a timer, 15 minutes. If you're over it, then be done, right? If it's meal prepping, prep for Monday and Tuesday. And then if you're on a roll and you're like, this isn't so bad, keep going. If it's about, say, spending time with your kids or going on a family walk and you think, oh my God, I don't have time for a 30-minute family walk. Don't do a 30-minute family walk. Give it 10 minutes. And if after 10 minutes it's a mess, you're over it, you want to be done, go ahead and wrap it up and call it quits. That is really the secret to staying active and engaged toward our goals. We get so overwhelmed by this big picture, and most of us just are so overwhelmed and we throw in the towel. So here's what I want you to do. Find your version of that little burst, that little bit of action. Do that. Challenge yourself, keep yourself accountable, force yourself to do that little small burst. If after 10 or 15 minutes or kind of getting into that project, you're over it, you want to be done, wrap it up. All right? Because I think you'll find 95% of the time you will want to keep going. So please share this tip with anyone you know who is struggling to get motivated with something, whether fitness, home, meditation, work, whatever. Share this with them so that you can help them on their goals and living the life that they want. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like stuff like this and you want to know more about living a happier, healthier, more productive life, definitely check out my website, drallisonanswers.com. There's lots of good stuff over there. And of course, if you want to be the first to know about videos, YouTube is the place to do that. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can be up to date. All right, I am going to attempt to hit the trail and I'm going to follow that advice. I don't have to do a 30-minute run today. I just have to do 10 minutes, and then if I want to bail, well, I can. Take care and go do that little bit of 10 minutes. You'll be surprised what you might experience after. All right, bye-bye. Take care.